Yeah, J.R. Gray and Lyle Barnett are two of the most colorful characters in the class. Now, we had Lyle as a full-time racer. He's working on other plans in other categories of drag racing, so he's not full-time in Pro Mod this year. We do expect to see his face popping up other places in this sport within the NHRA, which is exciting. But these two guys can talk trash at an Olympic level.
They are, I'm not going to say they don't get along, right? But they are certainly not afraid.
Not afraid
of each other.
Zero fear
of throwing some extra dough on the line. Yeah. We saw that down in Florida at the start of the year, and I would imagine. I didn't get a chance to go down there and talk to either of them, but I would imagine when they rolled up and realized they were running each other here, there was probably some sort of reaction time side bet.
Yeah, there's some action there. There will be social media posts made immediately following this run, with one guy dunking on the other.
Once JR gets his car started, the only social media post is going to be ha-ha from Lyle.
This was a problem last night for these guys, the car not starting. J.R. Gray didn't actually make a run last night because the car refused to fire. Okay, Barnett has got his car fired and Gray's car has started. Sprinkled some holy water on it and yelled some bad words at it. It's running now.
Yeah, you do not want to go into the final session having not gotten part of the water box. JR's got to shorten up the burnout there. A couple cars both running the Mike Janis supercharger combination.
Yeah, and it's popular. You'll see that their injector hat specifically, it's most of the time they're supercharged as well, but their injector hat is unique in that if you look at that thing, it's super cool looking. It's made out of billet. No, he's got it in reverse now. He's good. He just wanted his guys to get some cardio. They got a couple 100 feet in both directions at a full dead sprint. But that injector hat is billet. It's made in two halves, and as you pay real close attention, you can see there's a fuel line that runs up the back of it. So there's like a shower head-like injector just behind the flaps. When he opens the throttle, that is showering alcohol into the top of the blower. And that alcohol works almost like a liquid intercooler. It pulls all the heat out of the air, engine makes tons of power.
It has turned into, effectively, the power adder of choice in Pro Mod.
In a lot of ways, yeah. In a lot of ways, that is a favored piece of kit for many of these teams. So Lyle Barnett of North Carolina driving a car that is crew chief by a man from Sweden.
It's normally driven by a man from Eastern Europe.
Yes. It is the United Nations of fun.
J.R. Gray's from South Carolina.
Began his career in a Buick Regal at Carolina Dragway as a kid and gradually worked his way up to be one of the most feared grudge racers in the nation, then a small tire racer, and now he's here.
Boy, J.R. Gray had to give it a pedal down there because he needs to get the car in the field and go 633 at 237 miles per hour. Lyle Barnett will go right into the middle of the pack at a 733. That car looked like it was on an all-right run and then just kind of went silent out there in the middle of the track.
Yeah, it was kind of deceptive in that when he started driving away from Gray, it's like, okay, the thing's on a good pull, but the 60-foot numbers tell us a little different story. 986 to 60 is not so great. Gray had his problem after 60 feet, so you look at his 279 to the 330, you say, well, that's not that great. He ends up with a 633, which, again, puts him in for now. Barnett a 733. Those numbers will be like the lady from the Life Alert commercial that fell down the stairs. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. That is going to be the story of a 733 and a 633 this round.
Yeah, make no mistake. The way that the ladder shook out after last night, I think much like we're going to see in our Camping World Pro Series coming up, is going to be nothing like how it ends up at the end of the